Elon Musk has filed an $80 million lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg after claiming her comments were defamatory and intentionally misleading. This unexpected move has caused a stir in the media industry, leading to discussions about free speech and media accountability. The recent discussion on The View has sparked a cultural shift, prompting people to reassess the influence of daytime TV on public discourse. What began as an offhand segment has escalated into a bold accusation by Whoopi Goldberg, who claims that Elon Musk and Senator J.D. Vance are secretly conspiring to seize control of the government if Donald Trump is removed from office. This is not just a lighthearted joke, but a genuine conspiracy theory being presented. Musk, the visionary entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla, was taken aback by the presenters' assertions about his intentions and actions. They had portrayed him as a powerful figure, operating without any oversight or accountability. Feeling that this depiction was not only inaccurate, but also potentially damaging to his reputation and the success of his businesses, Musk decided to take immediate legal action. Rather than resorting to his typical mode of communication, a simple tweet, Musk opted for a more formal and robust response. He filed an $80 million lawsuit against the presenters, alleging that the comments they made were untrue and had the potential to harm his public image and the operations of his companies. This was a strategic move, as Musk recognized the need to address the matter through the legal system to protect his interests and ensure that the false narratives were not allowed to take hold. Musk's decision to take legal action reflected his unwavering commitment to defending his reputation and the integrity of his businesses. He understood that allowing such unfounded claims to go unchallenged could have far-reaching consequences, potentially undermining public trust in his leadership and the success of his ventures. By filing the lawsuit, Musk sent a clear message that he would not tolerate any attempts to misrepresent his intentions or actions, and that he was prepared to use the full weight of the legal system to safeguard his reputation and the interests of his companies. The high-profile lawsuit also highlighted the intense scrutiny and pressure that Musk faces as a prominent figure in the business world. As the visionary behind innovative technologies and disruptive companies, Musk has become a lightning rod for both praise and criticism. This incident demonstrated the delicate balance he must strike between engaging with the public and defending his actions when necessary, in order to maintain the trust and support of his stakeholders, employees, and the broader community. Elon Musk, the outspoken CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, strongly criticized the statements made by Whoopi Goldberg, the co-host of the popular talk show, The View. According to Musk, Goldberg's comments were not only careless and irresponsible, but were also intended to deliberately mislead the public and create unnecessary fear and conflict. Musk argued that the media, including prominent figures like Goldberg, should be held accountable for the information they report, especially when it lacks any factual basis. He emphasized that the spread of misinformation and unsubstantiated claims can have serious consequences, undermining public trust and leading to confusion and anxiety among the people. However, Goldberg's response to the backlash was to insist that her comments were merely lighthearted jokes and that there was nothing wrong with what she had said. But Musk, along with many others, refused to accept this explanation, believing that Goldberg's remarks were calculated to generate attention and controversy, rather than being simply harmless humor. The tension between Musk and Goldberg highlights the ongoing debate over the role and responsibility of the media in the digital age. As social media and the 24-hour news cycle have made it easier than ever to share and amplify information, there is a growing concern that unverified or misleading narratives can quickly gain traction and spread rapidly, with potentially damaging effects on public discourse and social cohesion. Musk's call for greater accountability and integrity in the media reflects a broader societal desire for reliable, fact-based reporting that serves the public interest, rather than sensationalism or partisan agendas. As the battle between truth and misinformation continues to play out across various platforms and channels, the stakes have never been higher, and the need for a responsible and ethical media landscape has become increasingly critical. Musk's supporters were quick to dismiss his claim, with one fan taking to Twitter to declare it was merely a lighthearted joke. However, the weight of Musk's words cannot be so easily brushed aside, as they have the potential to reverberate far and wide, especially when amplified by his massive platform and reach. The lawsuit he has filed is not merely a personal grievance against the show, but rather a broader battle against the growing public distrust of mainstream media. Critics argue that the show has increasingly prioritized sensationalism and attention-grabbing power-grabbing narratives over the pursuit of objective truth, often targeting high-profile figures in an effort to boost viewership and ratings. These heated debates have frequently descended into a morass of unsubstantiated accusations and partisan rhetoric, further eroding public confidence in the media's role as a reliable source of information. Musk's supporters contend that the lawsuit is a necessary stand against the perceived bias and distortion peddled by the media, which they believe has become more concerned with generating controversy and clicks than with upholding journalistic integrity. They argue that the show's tactics have contributed to a wider societal climate of mistrust, where the line between fact and fiction has become increasingly blurred. On the other side, critics of Musk's legal action assert that it represents a dangerous attempt to stifle free speech and independent journalism, which they view as a fundamental pillar of a healthy democracy. They warn that if successful, the lawsuit could set a precedent that emboldens powerful individuals and entities to suppress critical reporting, thereby undermining the public's right to information and the media's ability to hold those in positions of influence accountable. The debate surrounding Musk's lawsuit has thus become emblematic of the larger societal struggle over the role and responsibility of the media in an age of heightened polarization, social media dominance, and erosion of public trust. As the legal proceedings unfold, the outcome is likely to have far-reaching implications for the future of journalism, the boundaries of free speech, and the public's ability to navigate the complex and ever-evolving media landscape. The View, a popular daytime television talk show, has often been criticized for making bold claims and accusations without providing sufficient factual evidence to support them. Unlike traditional news media outlets, which are typically held to higher standards of journalistic integrity and are required to thoroughly verify information before reporting it, The View has gained a reputation for sometimes engaging in the spread of misinformation and unsubstantiated narratives. This lack of adherence to rigorous fact-checking practices has come into sharp focus recently, with the high-profile lawsuit filed by billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk against the show. Musk has accused the hosts of The View of making false and defamatory statements about him, and his legal action has brought these underlying issues of media accountability and transparency to the forefront of public discourse. As the trial progresses, many are watching closely to see whether The View will be compelled to issue a formal apology or retraction for its allegedly reckless and irresponsible on-air commentary. This case has the potential to serve as a significant turning point in the ongoing debate over the appropriate boundaries and standards that should govern media entities, particularly those that operate in the realm of opinion-based programming rather than straight news reporting. The debate around the standards applied to television programs that combine news, commentary, and entertainment elements has been a long-standing and contentious one. On one side, there are those who argue that shows like The View, which blend these different formats, should be held to the same stringent fact-checking and accuracy requirements as traditional journalistic outlets. They contend that the public relies on these programs as sources of information and commentary, and therefore they have a responsibility to uphold the same rigorous standards of truth and verifiability as newspapers, news channels, and other established media. On the other hand, proponents of a more permissive approach argue that these hybrid programs should be afforded greater latitude as platforms for free speech and open discourse. They contend that the nature of these shows, with their emphasis on lively debate and the airing of diverse perspectives, means that some degree of flexibility in terms of unsubstantiated claims or speculative narratives is necessary to foster a vibrant and uncensored exchange of ideas. From this perspective, the value of these programs lies in their ability to give voice to a wide range of viewpoints, even if that means occasionally introducing information that has not been fully verified. This tension reflects the broader challenges faced by the media landscape in the digital age, where the lines between news, opinion, and entertainment have become increasingly blurred. As audiences seek out a wider range of content and perspectives, the question of how to balance the need for accuracy and accountability with the desire for free and open dialogue has become increasingly complex and contentious. Ultimately, this debate speaks to the evolving role of the media in a rapidly changing information landscape, where traditional journalistic norms are being challenged and redefined. As policymakers, media professionals, and the public grapple with these issues, the search for a nuanced and balanced approach that preserves the integrity of information while also fostering a diversity of perspectives will likely continue to be a subject of ongoing discourse and debate. Ultimately, the outcome of Musk's lawsuit against The View could have far-reaching implications for the media landscape as a whole, potentially setting new precedents for how different types of media outlets are expected to balance the principles of free expression with the ethical duty to provide the public with truthful, well-substantiated information. This legal battle highlights the delicate and often contentious relationship between the media's role as a watchdog and the public's right to accurate information. The case brings to the forefront the ongoing debate over the boundaries of journalistic freedom and the responsibilities that come with it. On one hand, media outlets like The View argue that they have the right to express their opinions and perspectives, even if those views are critical of public figures like Musk. They assert that freedom of speech and the press are essential pillars of a healthy democracy, and that they should not be unduly constrained in their ability to hold powerful individuals and institutions accountable. On the other hand, Musk and his legal team contend that The View's coverage has crossed the line into deliberate falsehoods and defamation, undermining the public's trust in the media and its ability to make informed decisions. They argue that media outlets have a moral and ethical obligation to verify their facts, correct any inaccuracies, and refrain from spreading misinformation, even if it means tempering their editorial stance or subjecting themselves to greater scrutiny. As this high-stakes legal battle continues to unfold, it will be crucial for the public to remain vigilant and engaged in evaluating the evidence and arguments on both sides. The outcome of this case could set a precedent that will shape the media landscape for years to come, determining the boundaries of journalistic freedom and the standards of accountability that the public can expect from news organizations. Furthermore, the broader implications of this case extend beyond just the media industry. It touches upon fundamental issues of free speech, transparency, and the public's right to reliable information in the digital age, where the rapid spread of misinformation and the blurring of lines between news, opinion, and social media have created new challenges for maintaining a well-informed populace. Regardless of the final verdict, this case serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that must be struck between the media's role as a watchdog and its responsibility to uphold the principles of truthfulness and ethical reporting. As the public, we must remain engaged and vigilant in scrutinizing the claims and evidence presented by both sides, while also considering the broader implications for the future of the media landscape and the health of our democratic institutions.